So, what is shadow work? This was a request from one of the subscribers to do a to do a video about it, and here we go. I'm not going to tell you in detail, super detail, about what is shadow work because I believe that there are people out there who can better explain this concept because I don't know I don't know why, but I I can't exactly explain it like completely to you guys. But I'll try my best. Okay, so this is yes for beginners, and also if you are well versed with the concept of shadow work, still you're welcome here because I'm just saying my version of it, right? Okay. So as an example, I am sitting on my couch watching a movie. The movie is about two people in love, and the girl is very dreamy and optimistic about future, whereas the guy is a little bit skeptical about the future. The girl is trying to convince the guy to get married. The guy is someone who believes that there would be a lot more obstacles than that of what we can see or even think about. So let's first see what we should prevent, like what all obstacles we should prevent, and then we should think about getting married. Now, something happens to me. I'm uncomfortable while I'm watching this. So I either quickly, you know, change the channel or something. So I'm like, I'm not able to deal with it. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't know why something triggers me. If you do not know what is trigger, it's like some very sudden discomfort feeling. Or it could be as simple as that of discomfort, like feeling discomfort, uncomfortable, and then like wanting to move away from that thing or something. Or it could be more as that of having a lot of sweat. It could have a physical like manifestation, like having a lot of sweat, having panic attack, and so on and so forth for the extreme things. So I am somehow triggered by that, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to divert my mind. And I'm like continuously scrolling through the internet. I am not watching anything right now. I'm not even like, for example, let's say I have opened my Instagram, and then I'm not even watching the videos, reels that are there. Neither I am clicking on anything. I'm just mindlessly scrolling that for the eternity. And then I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then there's this question that I asked myself. That question is shadow work. Okay? I mean, from there on, the shadow work starts. So either I can go two ways about it. If I am scrolling through the internet, I would just not wait and then question myself like what is happening? Why am I mindlessly scrolling through the internet or something? I would just not question to myself as in why I am uncomfortable. That is also something that a lot of people do, and that's unfortunately like the habit that we have had because of a lot of entertainment like options that we have. Let's say internet, YouTube, Instagram, let's say TV, Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever it is. It's just we have a lot of different options to escape ourselves, right? Who are we escaping? What discomfort is that? Whose discomfort is that? It's our discomfort. Who are we trying to escape? It's us. We are not trying to run away from something that is beyond us or something that is not a part of us. We are trying to run away from us. And trust me, a lot of people live their life. I'm not saying like one part of their life, but I'm saying their whole life. They live running away from themselves, and that part could never be satisfied. Like, you want to keep running. These are the relationships who are either too obsessed with the internet or too obsessed with some alcohol or something, like some kind of addictions, or too obsessed with having someone either in their mind or in their relationship. They want something to be there all the time, and if that thing is not there, it just drains them down, and then almost like they lose their identity and stuff like that. So in other words, you are the better judge of yourself, whether you are trying to run away from yourself or not. So either we can, run away from ourselves, which, trust me, we can do it throughout our life. And I'm not saying that one thing is right and other thing is wrong. If it's working for you, I think it's good for you. I don't know. My method is to have self reflection, because how long am I going to keep running from myself? At the end of the day, I'm not saying at the end, but at the end of the day, like at night especially, that thoughts will build up once again, and I have no other escape but to face it. So that facing yourself, the reflection that you have with yourself, is called shadow work. Why is it called shadow work? Because it feels like we are trying to dig deep into the subjects that are making us uncomfortable. Like, it's like asking us questions, as in, why am I triggered? Why am I uncomfortable? Why did that affect me in a bad way, or whatever, or even in a good way? I'll speak about that afterwards, okay? It's like asking yourself questions, and just because these questions seem to be very, I'd say, dark, it's not like genuinely dark, to be very frank. It's what human have seen it as dark. What we see as light is peacefulness, happiness, and confidence, and good self-esteem. What we see as dark, on the contrary, is fear, sadness, discomfort, triggers, etc. So that's the reason people have named it shadow work. Reason being, it almost feels like looking at your own shadow. And in my opinion, it's nothing as that, or it's not bad, okay? Shadow work doesn't have to be said, it doesn't have to be named as shadow work. It could also be named as self reflection, and both are going to like feel the same. Okay. For self reflection, like the happiness and all that stuff, I'll come back to that like at the end. So hear this video till the end. I'd suggest that. Though, let me continue the examples. So the example I've started it with was, I'm watching TV. There's this movie where the girl is trying to convince the guy to get married. The guy is trying to foresee the possible obstacles and then want to prevent it, and therefore is delaying the marriage. Now, somewhat like Bewakufia vibes, the movie Bewakufia. It has certain things like this, but then they have kind of made it as an introduction, not like, I don't know. If you have watched Bewakufia, you know that the guy's character is something like that. He is trying to foresee the possible obstacle. He's like, you are from the rich, uh, you know, status. I'm from the middle class background. In order to get married, I need to at least have a promotion. Once I have the promotion, I can rightfully ask for your hand in terms of marriage. That's what happens in the in the behind of the scenes, but then they have not like shown it completely, but then we can understand that's what has happened. It's kind of like that vibes I'm talking about. Okay, so I am suddenly uncomfortable, and I am like watching and scrolling TikTok, like mindlessly. Then I just stop and then ask myself, what am I doing? And I I have like good defense, which is like, but okay, wait, sorry. I have this question, as in, what am I doing? Why am I like mindlessly scrolling through the internet? Then I have an answer inside of my head. Now, when the answers are coming to you, accept the answer as it is, okay? This is just an example. So just take it as it is, okay? It's not like I'm not directing it to anyone. I'm just saying it as an example. Then my mind says, oh my god, see that girl, she's so miserable, she will be, sad all the time, like that guy is, I'm sure the guy is never going to marry her. I have that thing in my head. Okay, so we are calling mind versus heart, I believe. Okay, so my mind is asking questions and my heart is responding to it. And then I'm like, yeah, but it's my mind is like, yes, but it's a movie. My heart is like, still, even in the movie, when I see something like that, I would be hurt. Then my mind, okay, mind is asking myself question, as in, why are you even affected by it? You are single. Then my heart is like after some digging, my heart says about the ex-boyfriend, and then how I have imagined that we would end up getting married, but then the ex-boyfriend was double timing, and then now we are nowhere. So did you understand what happens? Like, I imagine yourself being an onion. You know how onion is, right? It has many layers. All we have to do is dig deep into that very basic kind of layer. Like, dig deep so that you find yourself. And there's this song in Wings Club. It's called Sirenix. And the lyrics, the meaning of the lyrics is, I feel the power of the ocean connecting with the deepest part of me. Okay, they were the lyrics actually. So the meaning of the lyrics is like, the more deep I go into the ocean, at the very like bottom of it, I find the pearl. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the reason we should. I mean, why are we saying it as shadow work? And why are we saying that shadows are even bad? There's nothing called bad or good. Okay, I'll tell you the meaning of it. The more deep I go within myself, okay, I find my worth. The pearl. I am a pearl. I am a gem. I like, you all are pearls. You all are gem. You all are valuable. You find your value once you reach deep down into your heart. And I mean, it's not at all a painful journey. Yes, pain happens. You know what? Recently, I was doing tarot reading for some of the people, of course, clients. But the messages were so like, I mean, I don't know what's in the air. Sometimes stars affect everyone. And 2020 was, sorry, 2021, right? 2021 start, or the middle of 2021 was like a heavy transformation period. A lot of people were, especially May, June, July, a lot of people were actually going through like big transformation. Like, seriously, look yourself back before April or something, and then you will find like major drastic changes within yourself. I know I have found some in me, and I wouldn't have imagined something like this happening. But yeah, like a major transformation was happening during that time period. And by the time December came, there were like a lot of um, the energy was heavy, and energy was kind of, it was almost like if you want any news, the only news you are going to get is bad news. That was the energy, you know what I mean? It was heavy and kind of sad a little bit. And then, like recently, this is only December 18th when I'm, shooting this video. And today itself, I've got like a lot of like readings. It's like a major confirmation, right? The thing is, I have received Five of Cups two times, and I've never thought of it this way. And both of the Five of Cups were representing the letting go process. And if you were thinking letting go is something very peaceful, very nice, very happy, you're so wrong, because letting go is all about, it's dramatic, okay? If you don't cry, you're not letting it go. If you don't get angry, annoyed, you're not letting it go. And one of the messages I received, which I've also mentioned in the YouTube reading called Angel versus Devil, English reading, of course, it was the 5 stages of grief is so important. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Everything is important. You know what I mean? So if you are not crying it out, you are not letting it go. And what we think in our head is when we are crying, we are holding on to it. But on the contrary, when we are crying, we are letting it go. We are letting it out of our energy. I don't know, it's beautiful. It's therapeutic. Emotions are good, okay? All in all, conclusion, emotions are good. And that's the reason I want to call it self reflection, because it's not that we are only supposed to be doing this when something triggers us, but always be in check with yourself, like, oh, that thing made me happy. Why did that make me happy? Or that thing made me sad. Why did that make me sad? And to be very honest, why it feels like an peeling an onion is because the very first answer that comes in your head, it's not the true answer. It's not like it is truth. Okay, it has some truth, but like you will see once you go deeper within yourself, and then continuously ask yourself questions, you'll know how much of a deep answer you have received. It's like an iceberg. It's so deep. It's rooted deep inside. It's like deep into your heart. You are like guarding it with like Russian doll kind of a jail. It's like you have hidden one pain with one tiny box or jail, and then that box you have guarded it with another big box, and that another big box you have guarded it with another bigger, you know, box in jail, or you're trying to guard yourself, and then at some point, what ends up happening is you are not aware of yourself too. You are trying to guard yourself from everyone in the world, and you ultimately end up guarding yourself from yourself, and that's the reason that you don't even get to see yourself. You don't That's the reason that it feels like peeling an onion, because there's different layers of truth into it. I cannot exactly like, if you have the question like when to stop asking yourself question, I cannot say that because um I think it's healthy to always ask yourself questions like what happened, how are you today, and all that stuff. But about specific topic, how deep you should dig, I think you are the better judge of yourself, because maybe something will feel that okay, this is the answer, or something maybe you would, for example, move on from that pain and that might be the answer. I don't know. I just suggest to do this as a daily thing, daily practice, as if you are taking a shower. How we take shower for our body, take shower for your mind, right? We are cleansing our mind every single day, and that's always good. What is bad in that? Seriously, it is always good. Okay. Um, what I do is when everything is done, like the whole housework is done, um, I am free. I'm not doing the job anymore. In short, I have lived my day. The day is gone and it's the night time. And I said earlier, night time is the time that a lot of thoughts comes into our head. And when it's the night time, I am more self-reflective during that time. Yeah. Is shadow work good or law of attraction good? I believe that shadow work that leads to law of attraction is amazing. For example, let's think, okay, the same example, right? I am sad that my ex won't marry me, and I have this weird belief system nobody would want to marry me, and I'd be sad forever. Um, if I want to, be in a relationship, I could say something like, I am desirable, or I am, and also the reflection is so important. I suggest to go to the mirror and talk to yourself. Like look into your eyes and say that. It's so uncomfortable at first because it is like I'm lying in my face. That's the energy that we feel. But yeah, just I mean, like when you're doing something like shadow work, it doesn't feel that way 100% because it doesn't. Okay, wait. Okay, fine. I just wait. Give you the give you another example attached to that same example. So I figured that my this is the pearl example. Okay, what is representative of the pearl inside of your heart? So I watch the mirror. Okay, sorry, I'm not watch the mirror. Okay, so I am in the couch watching the movie and I feel bad. I asked myself a bunch of questions and I realized that I am still hurt about my ex, you know, not wanting to marry me or not even thinking about marrying me. Now I'm like asking myself more questions. Okay, as I said earlier, it I don't think it ends. I don't know where it ends. Okay, so I'll tell you what. So I ask myself a bunch of more questions. So what happens between my mind and heart is this. My mind is like, so have you still not moved on from him? My heart is like, I have moved on. I don't care about him anymore. It's just that I'm still hurt. My mind is, what hurts you? Because like if my heart is saying, because like if he has done something like that, why wouldn't any other guy who I date next, why wouldn't he want to, why would even he want to marry me? Like even if I end up having a boyfriend, an amazing boyfriend, I don't think that they would want to marry me. And then my mind is, why do you think like that? I don't know. I feel that I'm not desirable. Maybe I'm not a wife material. My mind is, um, why do you think you are not a wife material? My heart is, maybe because I don't do enough for my partner. Then my mind, what do you mean you don't do enough? Heart, I don't give enough gifts. I don't spend enough time. I don't help enough and all that. Mind, is that true? Heart, um, I don't know. Now, the following conversation, I'm just making it up. I'm not sure how it actually ends. Um, you know what? I don't know. I'm just thinking like if I ever end up doing a shadow work, I'll, write it down and then show it to you guys because I don't think, I mean, in my imagination, how it is, and it's not like that. It's not like someone is trying to impose you something. It's like how we say to ourselves, like, hey, no, 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 don't believe that. You are beautiful, okay? You are beautiful. That's the mind's work most of the times. Like we are trying to impose something that we do not believe already. But when it comes to shadow work or self reflection, it's more like opening up. It's more like, it's okay, you have the space, you can open up yourself, you can talk about yourself. Who are you tell me. It's more like that energy. Okay, then my heart, okay, I'm just like making it up. I'll try to do that shadow work like thing later on. Okay, then my heart says, I gave so much to him, like so much, like he didn't give enough to me. Like I don't know. My heart is now complaining, by the way. And it doesn't feel good, okay? If you think that it is feeling good all the time, no, it's not. It's like, I want to cry my eyes out, my nose out, like nose snob. I'm drooping my saliva while I'm crying. Like, that's the energy, to be very frank. I gave him so much. Remember that day? My heart is saying that. Remember that day on his birthday? I asked all of his friends to come, and then like so and so happened, so and so happened. I gave so many things to that person. I gave like the biggest gift, the most expensive gift to my man, and still like I don't deserve it. Um, and then ultimately, it's like me saying to myself that yes, I am enough, and how he treated me was poor, and it was not right. It's not what I deserve. And then my mind is like, with myself, yes, you're right. You are a desirable person because you give a lot, or you at least want to give to person. You are very giving and you are very generous. That makes you desirable. Now you listen to me. He was a jerk. Okay. Now my mind is like just repeating my words. Are you getting me? My mind is repeating my heart's words. My mind was not like imposing something to my mind. Sorry, something to my heart. My mind is repeating what my heart said. My heart already said that I didn't deserve such a poor treatment. I don't think that was right. And my mind is like, yes, you are right. He was a jerk. Okay. It's like more strengthened now. Do you get it? I hope you understand what I'm talking about. And then that thing becomes my affirmation, which is I am a desirable woman. Are you getting me? Anyone would be happy to be with me. Are you getting me what I said right now? It's not that I'm trying to impose something on myself. I am allowing myself to express who I am, what I feel, and this is the gem inside of my heart. This is the pearl inside of my heart, which is I am aware that I am a very deserving person, like that of everyone else. Are you getting it? Let me know in the comments down below whether you are. Because this is like so powerful, Yeah, and this is why I like to call it a self reflection. Not that we have to do it like only to the times that we are being triggered, but like all the time. It's good to keep in check who we are. It's like someone is listening to us, you know. And if at all in the process you feel that you are, you are maybe abusing yourself, saying that I was an idiot to not see that coming. I was not as smart, whatever. Accept that too, you know, accept that and ask yourself, like, why do you feel that you are an idiot? You know, don't fight with yourself. Like, no, you're not an idiot. Don't do that. Don't fake the compassion. When we are trying to impose something on ourselves, that is imposing, that is still pressuring, that is pressurizing, that is imposing, that is forcefully giving something to us that we do not need, do not want. What we need is someone to listen to us, and who that someone is ourselves. We are with ourselves like 24/7. Who do I trust the most in the whole world is me first. Can I trust my parents first? No. I mean, I don't know. Can you guys? Maybe, I don't know. Like, can you trust your parents about everything? No. Can you trust your partners about everything? Again, no. Can you trust? Like, see, it's not that you cannot trust anyone at all. Trusting is such an important part of the relationship. That is like one of the foundation that is nice to have, right? When we trust someone, it feels good, we feel secure, and that's what we need in a partner. But what I'm saying is the first person that we can trust and we should trust, I wouldn't say should, sorry, we can trust is ourselves. And the only person that is with us like all the time, literally, is ourselves. And to strengthen the relationship with ourselves is like obviously beautifully rewarding, right? It feels rewarding. It feels like we are loved because we are loved. You know what I'm saying? So shadow work along with law of attraction is like a bomb combination. I cannot say it any other way. It's amazing. Like, next time when you watch something, you hate it to the core, but you cannot stop watching that thing. Ask yourself the question, why do I hate it so bad? Not that ask them the question, like, oh no, you are so, for example, I'm watching a movie or something and I do not like it, right? I don't know. This is just an example. I can't, as I said earlier, the examples are very rare, and I happen to think of this, and then that's the reason I am even like attempting to do this video in the first place. Is my attempt a good one? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Whatever. This is just a try. I'm just trying things. Yeah, ask yourself the question like, why do I hate it so much? Why am I affected by this? And from there on, ask chain of questions. Not the very first answer is like you can dig deeper than that. The very first answer is not like the only answer. You can dig deeper. That will help. Okay. this example came in my mind, which is like, I don't want to say, I don't know. There was a singer who was doing this, I guess, speech or something. And then she said something like, everybody accuses me of only writing a love song. And then, right there, then and there in my head, I was like, they are not trying to criticize you, but they are trying to, they don't know who they are yet. These are the people, like, for example, if I am someone who genuinely don't believe in love songs whatsoever, I will just switch it up. I will just change my channel. I'll just, watch something that is party oriented. I'll naturally do that. That is like the natural thing ever. But since I hate something and I keep watching that same thing, you know, there's something in me that is attached to that. You know what I mean? There's something in me that is attached to that. And that is what we want to figure it out. What we need to. What we, you know, like, why is it that I hate that, but I'm not moving on from it? It's my deal. It's not anyone else's deal. I have to figure out why is it like that. You will be like, it will be, I don't know. Being self aware is always good. I don't know why. It feels good. I can't say it enough. Okay, I think this is it for today's video. Hopefully, this has helped you. Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys next time. Bye.